Hi guys, Gilsy here. Today we're reviewing, as you can tell by the picture in the top right corner, AFL Evolution. This game is made by Wicked Witch and published by True Blue Games. Both Australian-based companies. They mainly focus on Australian-based sports games like AFL, NFL, rugby, all that kind of stuff. They haven't had the greatest run in those types of games. Each game's been average at best. So let's see if AFL Evolution can change that. I'll begin with talking about the gameplay for it. It's a very mixed bag, which is what can be said about most of AFL Evolution. There are some parts of the game that are good, and what good about the game works, and I wish there was more of that stuff, but it is shrouded in a lot of bad stuff. And I will get into that as I go through this review. So I'll just start with the gameplay, like I said. AFL Evolution's gameplay feels sort of like AFL Live 2 back in the PS3 days, late PS3 days. And not much has changed in that. You still gotta hold the right stick back and then flick it up to try and score a goal. That's annoying as hell, but you can get used to it. The biggest problem with AFL Live, in terms of gameplay, is the controls. Learning the controls can be very difficult, and there's no tutorial whatsoever in this game. Just putting it out there. The only bit of tutorial you get is during the load screens, it'll come up what button does which. That's it. And that kind of sucks. Seriously, you'd want something along the lines of a proper tutorial so you know exactly how you play the game. But no, they decided, just wing it, guys. If you learn it, you learn it. You don't, you don't. And that is very piss poor on the developer's point of view, because not having a tutorial kind of might put people off because they might not know how to play the game and might want to just learn before they actually jump into an actual match. So that sort of hinders the game a little bit, and me personally, I found it annoying because I'd rather learn how to play the game than just jump into a match and learn on the go. So I'm not running around the field trying to figure out which button does which as I'm trying to win a match, because that's kind of stupid. And the game modes in AFL Evolution, it has single match, which is your standard mode in any sports game, which is great. It has an online mode, which at the time of this review, I never got to check out. I won't get to check out because I took it back. Because after you watch this review, you'll see why I took it back. So online mode, be a pro, which is the best mode out of the game, in the game. It has season mode where you can just play a season of whatever, AFL, VFL, any league you want. And the shittest mode and the most dumbest mode in the game, free roam, where you just free roam up and down the MCG, bounce and kick. That mode is a waste of space. Why? I swear. But why is it in there, guys? Seriously. Take the free roam out, put a tutorial in there. Just give me a proper tutorial instead of that free roam shit. So, the free roam can, get rid of it. Just get rid of it, guys. Seriously. Just get rid of the damn mode. And, the rest of the modes are good, but they also have their faults. It's not to do with the mode's fault, it's to do with the actual gameplay. Once you learn how to once you actually learn how to like master the controls, the game becomes very, very one-sided. As I learned after a few hours of play, and I actually got to learn the controls properly. Like I played one match, I just destroyed it. It's like, where's the competition, guys? Like seriously, I shouldn't be kicking Collingwood's ass by 60 points at the end of the first quarter. So yeah, and like as you play the game, like the controls themselves, like are actually very clunky to say the least. And there are some points where you feel like you have to fight the controls where you want to go one way, but your character goes the other, and you'll miss the ball entirely, and it'll be cause you to have frustration, which it did for me. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that's how I felt. It caused me a lot of frustration not to be able to control where my character goes 100% of the time. Marking in the game is just as difficult. Like you gotta time everything, and I mean perfectly time everything, unless you wanna like just miss every mark. But yeah, so the controls are very clunky and they take a while to get used to. But like I said, once you get used to them, the game becomes like you just steamroll every team verse, which kind of sucks because like it's an AFL game. You want that competition in there, and yeah, it'd be good if that sort of competition was there, but it's not. That's the biggest fault. Like all the merges, the competition once you learn the controls isn't there, which sucks because you want to have for someone like me who watches a fair bit of footy and knows would like to have a proper big clash against the team where like the scores are 1 point difference. You ain't gonna get that in AFL Evolution. Unless you just fluke it by playing really, really shit and coming back at the end of the game, you ain't getting it. So yeah, that's what I have to say about like the controls and the main part of the gameplay. Now I'll talk about the graphics and the audios and visuals. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. That's just the book I was reading my review from because I read it up last night. Yeah, the audio and visuals are also a very, very mixed bag, and I'll explain why. I'll start with the audio. The audio in the game. The crowd for like the matches, great. And like hearing each team's theme song throughout the game is great. Like it adds to the whole fantasy of like the matches. The commentary. Oh god, let's get to the commentary, guys. The commentary on this game. My god, is it shit? My god, like as I read my actual review, because when I was writing this up, it feels like the developers decided to just record 50% of their lines and then copy and paste the other 50% from old games and poorly copy and paste those lines, I might add, because like you can tell where they've cut easily, as like you don't even have to listen properly to tell. Like there's one part where I was playing, like this is my very first match, and I was playing against the Hawks. Well, playing the Hawks against Geelong, and one line was, oh yeah, I can't remember the line exactly, but before the line ended, and it cut to the Hawks, like I'm going, damn, that's some poorly done editing right there. And it didn't happen once, twice. It happened multiple times throughout that game. And I'm like, these guys really rushed this. And, like, and it will affect how you feel about the game. really will. Like, it's just hearing the commentary, like, and sometimes it can be smooth when they're not talking about separate teams. Like, it's smooth, but when they're talking about teams specifically, that's where it sucks. Like, I mean, I know I've only done editing for like 3 weeks now, since 7 years ago when I left school, but I could really do a better job at editing than these guys did. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I reckon I could. But yeah, and the visuals for the game are just as much of a mixed bag as you are here. Probably worse, because, like, I'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, the visuals for the game are like a very mixed bag, which I'll explain. Alright. Character models. Each character model looks fantastic. Entering the arena, like entering the grounds, that looks great, and like your team's matters, all great. That's the only thing that looks great about the game. The actual ground which you play on looks like it's from a late PS3 game, and I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, I thought I was playing AFL Live 2. Like, I was like, oh my god, the ground looks shit. And then when you're actually in a game, the crowd and like the ground that you're playing on look just as bad. And it's like, did you guys just like half this game entirely? And like, seriously, oh my god, like, you can see that they truly did rush this game, and it really, really hurts to see the game this bad. Like I said, it has a good qualities, but it doesn't have enough good qualities in it, and like, it's just like, I'll get to my final version now. Like, as you can tell by like what I've been saying, I wasn't the biggest fan of this game. Like I said, the game has its good qualities and a lot of stuff that I liked, but there was just too much bad about it for me to continue playing. And at the price point that most stores are asking, what the hell, guys? Like, EB Games, like, we all know EB Games, and the share charges $99 for a new release game. And then you got the cheapest I've seen AFL Evolution is $79. $79, guys. $79 for a game that's half finished and only half polished. Like, seriously, what the F? Like, yeah. So, if you really want to try this game out, I highly recommend giving it 6 to 12 months and wait for the price to drop. Because it's gonna drop, guys. If it doesn't, I'll be very surprised. So, yeah. I know I don't normally give scores for games, but I'm gonna start doing anyway. I'm actually giving this game a 5 out of 10. So yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not Game of the Year either. It's in the middle. It needs a lot of work, and it got a lot of good stuff. So yeah, 5 out of 10 seems like a good score to give it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of AFL Live. I have another review coming out possibly later this week for Prey. It might be Friday. If not Friday, it'll be early next week. As well as another review for Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale Series Episode 2. That'll be out probably middle of next week. Tomorrow's episode will be me talking about what games I want to see at E3. And there's some more interesting ones, which you'll have to stay tuned till tomorrow to watch. And thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do usual, like, subscribe, share this with friends. Trying to get out to more people so they can, more people that watch this, more people I can entertain. Pretty much. Alright, guys. Peace out, and I hope you enjoy your week.